Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey, guys.
Welcome back, Jess.
Thanks. Welcome back, Shane.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm really excited. First of all, we're going to make, usually we talk for like 20 minutes. We're going to make this like 10 minutes because I am so excited. Our guests are already here. I can see them in the waiting room with my mom.
Right? I know.
Who was going to call in today, but then decided, I was like, no, you have to come in.
We have some fierce ladies about to be coming on today.
They call themselves the Psychic Twins, and I've been watching them on like every TV show, Montel,
for years.
For years.
And they look 15 years old.
Yes,
so I don't
bitch.
understand what's going
That's
on with
psychic
that.
energy. I'm really excited about it, and I'm going to ask them so many questions because, first of all, they say they talk to dead celebrities. I have so many ghosts around me. I'm very excited. But before we get into that, speaking of psychics, I saw one yesterday.
No.
On Santa Monica Boulevard.
Ah.
My cousin came into town because she's like, hey, I want to hang out with you. And I'm like, all right. So we were walking around Santa Monica, and I saw this woman who was dressed like she was from the 1800s.
Okay.
And she had like 10 layers on. It was really hot outside. She was sweating to death. She was really old. Her face was painted. It was nice.
What kind of painted?
Oh, just like, I learned a term from the drag queens. Like just painted, heavily painted. Caked.
Oh, caked on.
Caked,
okay.
if you will.
I was
Powdered.
thinking like a butterfly, like face paint child carnival
Yes.
thing.
That's what I want for my psychic. I want them to be looking like they're going to a children's birthday
Hell
party.
yeah, throw some glitter on it.
And I sat down, and she wasn't a normal psychic. She reads tea leaves.
Ooh, I've heard about that. That's like some Harry Potter shit.
That's what it felt like, because she goes, this is the magic of it. And then she goes, don't touch a cup. And I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. So she touched the
What kind of
cup.
cup was it?
It was just like a little teacup, short and spout. And then she put it in this nasty, dirty bowl that looked like my bath water after a few too many bath bombs.
Oh, I was like, why is your bath water dirty?
No, it's just disgusting. And then she like dumped it out, and then she read my tea leaves, and I'm curious if it's similar to what these ladies are going to say. But she did say, she was like, this year, the next year is going to be so successful that you'll be set for life.
Yes!
And I said, yes, bitch. And she goes, you're already so successful. I said, I guess. And then she goes, oh my God, I see so much money, so much money.
Oh my God, okay. I can't wait. I hope I get a piece of it.
So then my cousin was with me.
Can I have some if you make some?
Girl, of course.
Thank you.
So my cousin was with me. And my cousin didn't get that kind of a reading. Hers was more about love and stuff. So I knew it wasn't just bullshit. Well,
yours wouldn't be about love because you are just closed.
Just empty.
Mine is too. They're going to be like, that's cute, but you ain't got a heart.
But the best part was, because, I lost my wallet last week. So I've been rolling around with just cash and a passport.
How'd you lose your wallet?
I threw it in the trash.
Oh.
It's a long story. Anyway, so I just have a bunch of hundreds and a passport.
Okay, let's go. Where you want to go?
But the funniest part was, she goes, okay, any tip, you don't have to whatever. And I was like, oh, fuck, I only got hundreds. So I had to give her 100. I was too scared to ask for change. So I just gave her the 100. And then she goes, oh, you are successful. And she's like, let me tell you more. I'm like, girl, no.
Girl.
Only 100. That's my limit.
Oh, that's funny.
But I guess,
I'll fucking read your fortune. Give me that $100. Give me a hand. I'll read your lifeline. But did you take some of the good things away from it? Was it spiritually healing?
You know what? I've had a rough year, and I feel like that just mentally just exhausted.
Right.
So that was a nice, like, oh, I am on the right path, even though it was just a woman reading my leftover tea.
No, but you know what? The universe has given me signs that I am on the right path. Granted, it is a difficult path, and it's not the easiest path to be taking, but I'm on the right path, and I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what deja vu. That's what I feel like deja vu is. It's like, it's just the universe being like, oh, yep, you're on the right path.
This is you.
What'd you do this weekend?
Actually, I just got back from New York. I was in New York for the week.
What'd you do?
Well, it was my mom's 60th birthday, so her wish was to have like the whole family out there and all together at once at the same time, kind of thing. So it was my brother and his wife and my cousins and my aunts and my grandmas and just like everybody. And it was also the 23rd anniversary of her shooting. So we had, I know, right? But it was like really a humbling trip. It wasn't like I'm going to see shows and I'm walking around the city. Like, granted, there was tons of fun stuff, but it was just more of like, I really took some awesome things away from it. Like, just being like my brother's best friend had a big old barbecue, and it just happened that my brother's best friend's dad was one of the first people to find my mom, like had her bloody head in his hands before police got there and things like that. And he was at the barbecue, and now we're bringing out a cake and we're singing happy birthday. And it was like, my mom starts getting off of clam, because it's like, she's alive today. And these are the people that made it happen. And it was just back in New York where we were from on Long Island. It was just really a beautiful kind of just like, miracles do happen. Life is good. Life sucks sometimes, but like, it's these moments that were just like, fuck yeah.
Didn't your mom, I forgot to ask her this on the podcast, didn't she keep the shirt she was wearing when she got shot?
Still has it.
Oh my God, you should have worn it.
I know. I'm trying to sell that to like Sotheby's or something, make some money. I was like, girl, it's just collecting dust in your closet.
What does it look like? What does blood look like after that many years?
Now it just looks like a brown tie-dyed pink shirt.
Ugh.
But it's all crusty and crunchy.
Ugh.
And it's weird to look at it.
I love it.
Yeah. They had to like cut it off her and stuff, so it's all like ripped up and shambly.
Why'd they have to cut it off her?
Because they didn't know where anything came from and what, so they're just like, zoop, let's see what's happening here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean,
and you know what we did also on the train ride? We went, my brother Claudia and I, his wife, we took the train from the city to Long Island to meet up with everyone. It was like an hour train ride, and we totally synchronized our phones and listened to the Mother's Day podcast all together. Aww. So we looked like knuckleheads on the train because we're like, bah! You know, like just busting out and laughing. But it was fun to be able to like synchronize and listen to it all together, like in our headphones. It was cool.
I love that.
And yeah, rocked out, hailed a taxi. Ooh, girl, I done almost broke this chair. I hailed a taxi in my high-waisted bells and my wedges. And I was like, taxi in the city. And like the ugly bitch next to me did not get that taxi. Well, she wasn't ugly. She just wasn't fly as me. And that was fun. And took the train and I figured out how to get there and do all that stuff.
What did you eat?
I had like pizza, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, like cannolis.
Did you get nuts?
Nuts?
Those nuts on the street.
Oh, did I get nuts? No, I did get hot dogs, but my godmother got me a million nuts for the plane.
Oh my God, the nuts. The little bag, they're called like nuts for nuts, and they're these little hot bags, and little hot bag of nuts.
No, I only got a hot dog, and the woman in front of me goes, hold it now, hold it now, hold it, hit it. And then she ordered her hot dog, and then she goes, brass monkey, and just starts walking away. I was like, okay, work your Beastie Boy life, queen.
New York is one of those places. I'm going there this week
It's
for
so
something, and every time I go there, a homeless person either jerks off next to me or yells in my face.
There you go.
I love it.
There you go.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of jerking off and getting yelled at in the face,
Your mom's
have...
here.
That's so true. My mom, the first day, I think I told the story, but the first day we moved to LA, my mom, a homeless guy, jerked off and threw cum at her.
Ew.
Yeah, happened. And we were like, we all cried.
Why
were
were you
here
there for that long? It takes them a minute to like get it, finish it, cup it, and throw it.
No, it was the Jack in the Box parking lot. We didn't know what he was doing. He was behind my mom's car. My mom's like, what is he doing? And then he finished and threw it.
Goes the cum.
The sad part is we still went to the Jack in the Box and ate 2 tacos.
Yeah, you got mayonnaise now.
2 doctors.
Ew.
Hey-ho. Anyway, speaking of gross, we have Farrah Abraham time. God made a mistake.
Oops.
I have some inside juice.
What
okay,
is the
I might get in
juice?
trouble for it.
I hope
but
so.
who cares? Let's
Are we
juice
going
it.
to a birthday party?
Yes, we're going to Farrah's house right now. Yes. We're bringing the psychic twins.
Yes.
Their brains are going to explode.
They're going to be like, girl, get your life together.
So I had lunch with somebody who worked on my movie as like a producing type. And I said, oh, what are you doing now? And she said, oh, I produced for a show called Botched. And I said, oh, that show about people who get plastic surgery and they get it fucked up. And she goes, yeah. And I said, tell me, like, who's the craziest person you had to work with? And she goes, oh, you probably don't know her. And I said, who is it? She goes, oh, her name is Farrah Abraham.
Oh,
and I
know that bitch.
Everything.
What'd she say?
Well, first she said, and I'm not going to disclose names because I don't want to get in trouble. Actually, I'm going to say she's a guy. It was a guy. He's a guy producer.
Is he single?
I'm throwing him off. Yes. So he told me, he's like, you know, the second, it was 6 a.m. was her call time. And at 5:50, she called and she's like, I need breakfast. I need egg whites. I need turkey bacon. I need kelp or whatever.
Kelp.
Whatever that is. She's like, I need all these things, whatever. They're like, we don't have all those things.
It's
She's like,
10
get it together. So they had to like find all these random foods. You know, they had to go out to all these random places and get it all. Which, by the way, Farrah, come on.
Girl.
I couldn't even get a kelp.
And at 5:50?
At 5:50 a.m.
Where was the email last night so people could prepare? Where do you think I'm going to get kelp from at 5:50?
Exactly. So anyway, so they were freaking out.
Wow.
So of course she got there and the kelp and stuff wasn't there, and she waited about 2 minutes and then she started yelling and she's like, "What the fuck? This disgusting. What the fuck?"
Get your own damn breakfast.
So then I guess they finally got her breakfast. She was fine. But they said,
was she fine?
She said she was literally the most insane diva, crazy person they've ever worked with. And they've worked with everybody.
I get that.
And she's like, it was like she thought she was like
Mariah Carey.
And we were all like, and this is the best part. Oh, I'll get in trouble for this.
But she definitely has that sense of entitlement.
Okay. So this
she gives 0 fucks is
zero
what it
fucks.
is.
This is the best
like if there were one to give, she would not give any.
So she said, now this is actually my favorite. This makes me love Farrah even more. So they were doing the interview with her, and they were like, okay, just say like who you are and whatever. And she goes,
oh God.
She goes, my name is Farrah Abraham. I'm from Teen Moms. I am a book writer, and I am a sex symbol something like, I am a hot sex symbol. And then she goes, wait, let me do it again. My name is Farrah Abraham. I am a New York Times selling book writer. I'm from Teen Moms, and I'm the mother of Sophia.
Oh,
like, bitch.
now you remember your baby.
And they're all like, we're going to use the first one.
Right, girl. Oh, poor baby Sophia.
I love her so much. I mean, Teen Moms OG, I guess, is over. Season finale happened.
Is it?
I don't know what happened.
Can
I didn't watch it.
we get the rest of them on? Or did that flame die out?
Oh, my God. I'm so scared. I don't know. They all
Maybe
hate
they can
us.
call in. But they'll only hate us. They'll meet us and they'll love us.
That's true.
People don't hate us.
Well, speaking of people meeting us and hating us or loving us, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to have the Psychic Twins.
Open up the spirit realm.
And we are going to learn so much about ourselves and also dead celebrities. I'm excited. See you guys soon. Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the show. This has been a really fun one and it's about to get even crazier. But before we move on, I just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor today, which is Graze.com. Now, I've talked about them before. I love them. I've tried all of their snacks now and they are amazing. Graze.com is this awesome, company that sends you a box of snacks to your door once a month. And it's perfectly portioned out. You don't have to worry about, portioning yourself because I'm bad at that. It's good. There's pure fruit and nut mixes. There's broths. There's cookie dippers, which are my favorite. There's over 100 different types of snacks that you can try. Some of my favorites, I love the there's like these protein nuts with this chili lime twist. Oh, the campfire s'mores. Oh my God. Okay, sorry, I'm getting too into it. Yes, Graze.com, and they are giving me a very special code where if you go to Graze.com and you enter the offer code Shane, you get a free trial box that includes 4 of their best snacks. So why not do it, guys? Come on, they support the show. Let's support them. Go to Graze.com, put in Shane. You'll get a free box of snacks. Come on, free food. Let's do it. All right, enjoy the rest of the show. And we're back with the famous Psychic Twins, Linda and Terry Jameson.
In the house.
In the house.
I'm so excited. Wait,
Serving maxi dress realness,
Yeah, you
white
guys look
blazer,
great.
sack.
Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
So much.
We thought we'd dress up for you.
Well, you
my
did a good
God.
job, ladies.
now,
Oh,
how does this
you.
work? Do you guys live together?
Yes, we do.
Oh, wow.
How's that?
Yeah, how is that?
Well,
Yeah.
we've always lived together, so it's really hard if you're twins living together. A lot of twins don't live on the same coast even because they hate each other, but we actually learn to like each other.
Yeah, we've taken codependency to a high art form.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
So?
So is it like when you wake up in the morning? It's like a Mary Kate and Ashley thing, right? Like you wake up in the morning, you're like, are you in the same bed? You look at each other, you're like, let's do it.
There was a
Yeah,
time
right.
when we had to share a bed because we were so poor.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
I know.
And then how do
Aw,
you
it's
get the
cute.
clothes together? Are you like, what are we going to
sad.
wear today?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Kind of.
yeah.
We always coordinate.
You have
Yeah?
to. You have to.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Does
do
that-
it for every day or just like
Every day. We coordinate every day.
We don't always
Shane.
dress like thing 1 and thing 2, like we are now. So don't get scared. But we do dress in, always coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
That's
not?
amazing.
In case the paparazzi
You're-
shows.
Why not?
Camera
Yeah.
ready. You guys
We're
are each other's
twins.
accessories.
love
Live
it.
your life.
Right.
My dream I've always wanted a twin because I'm one of those people where I always feel fat. So, but I can't step outside of
You're
myself.
skinny.
Are you
Oh
kidding
my God,
me?
Thank
keep going,
you.
keep
Well,
going.
you-
No,
Maybe y'all can help him with his complex today. I don't know.
You.
We'll get to that.
Yes. You're going to have to channel deep. on
You
that one.
are buff. You are a
Wow.
stud muffin.
Honestly,
A
keep going.
studly muffin.
Well,
Are you listening, Shane?
I'm listening. I hear it. No, well, long story short, I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to bore you guys. But I used to be like 400 pounds. I lost all the weight, so I
big
still
boy.
have
Come on.
in my head I'm
Yeah.
still fat. Blah,
Cut
blah,
the skin
blah.
off and everything.
Cut the skin off.
oh,
So
Oh,
I
bless
can't.
your
God, I would
heart.
never
you.
have believed that.
Aren't
you.
you something?
Right?
That's
you.
amazing.
Something.
So I can't see what I look
Amazing.
like because I only see pictures and mirrors and whatever. So it's like I wish I had another me to look at and be like, oh, okay, I look okay.
But what
Like,
if they were fat and huge?
I guess that would not help my situation.
See, that's the problem. Then the twin would look fat to you too.
Yeah. Do you have, okay? If you guys ever want to like change your hair color, do you? It's like a serious conversation.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
take it to HR and we get it approved. No, really.
We
do.
have wigs in every color, as you know, Shane. You've seen the Gaga
Yes,
pictures.
I've seen your pictures.
Yes, you have.
Mhm,
No,
girl.
Yeah.
we have
Ooh,
to.
girl.
We have to put it up for a vote, and honestly, I'm always the one with the last word on it, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You seem like you mean a little bit more business.
Thank like you.
No offense
I
or
like to
anything,
think I
but,
do.
like, yeah,
I love
like,
that you guys have
like-
you guys can't see this at home, but they have binders.
Binders,
Like
yeah.
old school, like
This is
binders.
how we do our
Yeah.
channeling.
So
all
what-
of our
We're
channeling.
old school.
work.
We
Yeah,
are
so
old
what
school.
is
We
all
still
that?
handwrite.
I love handwriting.
Do you really?
I make lists. I mean, my lists are 45 things long. I'm like checking them off. If it's not like, if I mess up, I'll have to write the whole list over again.
Oh, I'm exactly
I
the
have to do
same
it.
way. Completely anal retentive. I am the same way.
I have 4 lists.
Oh,
Now,
Compartmentalized.
I see what you're now. What I see what's happening right now is you're moving your hand around with the pen. Now, what is happening right
We're automatic writers, Shane, and we've invented 5 forms of divination systems.
now? Okay.
Automatic writing is a very old-fashioned form of channeling, and we do our own form of it. That's how we channeled 1,400 world prophecies that all happened,
Wow.
including 9/11.
That must have been a
So-
busy channel session.
Now let's
man.
now,
Yes, it was.
The roof blew off, baby.
Yes, it was.
now before we really get into it, because I'm going to get really into it because I'm fascinated. We're gonna start, and I believe everything. By the way, I'm not
I love
not a
you.
skeptic.
I
Oh,
love
good.
you.
I'm into.
Thank
I even
you.
believe the woman that read my tea leaves on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Well,
yesterday.
don't believe
Oh,
her.
well, don't get crazy. I mean,
How is her coffee, by the way?
Yeah, right?
It was great. Okay, so now let's tell everybody at home, like, how would you explain what you do?
Well, what we do is unique. Nobody else does channeling the way we do. We access information fields, other dimensions of the universe that are unseen in the unseen world, where we have spirit guides and high teachers that we access. It's the Akashic records, the Akasha, and it's like a cosmic library, and it goes around the planet and contains all thought, word, and deed historically, and a lot of people say future information as well, and that's how we've been able to predict the German wings, the Boston bombings, the German wings air crash, the 9/11, stock market crashes, terrible floods and earthquakes that have happened over the past 17, 18 years, predicted the death of JFK Jr., and many different things like that. That's how we do it, through the automatic writing, because our hand moves across the page without our conscious direction. We don't always know where it's coming from, but we're in a conscious trance always when we're doing this work.
Does every person have a spirit guide?
Yes,
and
everyone
sometimes
does,
more than
and
one.
sometimes many angels.
yeah.
We have birth angels that are with us, through life sometimes. But yes, we all have them.
Y'all gonna want to go to
You have
dinner
a
after
female.
this?
We got a lot to talk
Y'all want to
about.
hang out after this?
It's a long conversation.
Now,
I have a female.
You have a female spirit guide. It feels like an Indian guide, native Indian.
Okay.
oh wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's have a powwow.
You're quite intuitive, Jessie.
I am.
Yeah, you are.
I do feel it.
You are.
Now you.
It's scary, really. It is. You are.
It's so amazing. Okay. Okay. So let's first of all, you have a new book. Well, first of all, your book, Psychic Intelligence, was a #1 worldwide bestseller. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
So many
you.
bestsellers in one
So many
book.
bestsellers in one room.
But you're not worldwide.
And
you know.
congratulations to you as well.
Oh
you.
yeah.
So proud of
you.
you.
Oh yeah,
Thank
so
you.
proud of you.
Ooh, I just figured out your guys' next book should be called Ghostwriter.
That's the
that's a
name of a chapter in our book.
Oh, really?
In
I love
our,
that.
in
I
our
love that.
first book.
But our new book
You're
is Died Too Young.
Okay, this is awesome. So you guys are channeling celebrities who have passed.
That's
Yes.
right.
Now-
11 celebrities that died, often in their prime, under mysterious or traumatic, tragic circumstances,
Like
like
too
Michael
soon.
Jackson, John Lennon, Lady Di, Robin Williams. We actually went right to the source and we said, why circumvent that? Why just channel about that? Let's talk to them,
my
have a
God.
conversation and dialogue.
What did you say to Michael
So it's
Jackson?
the first book of its kind.
How'd you get him out here? Were you like, ding, 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 ding,
There you go.
Oh
well,
my
it was
God.
thrilling to be able to talk to Michael Jackson.
That's great.
But
But
he
is
came
Billie Jean his
willingly.
lover? We just all are dying to
It's
know.
up for debate, but no, we actually came in very easily. He wanted to talk. He was really anxious to talk and tell his truth, and that was one of the more moving chapters. People are writing and saying, "I am crying through this entire book because it brings me a peace and a sense of okay, that's what happened, and they're okay with it. They've forgiven. A lot of them have forgiven."
Was there anything he said that was shocking, or was it all just kind of you
Yeah,
expected
some
it?
things. Some things. The
Some
stars
things
said-
were shocking, and we really asked him the tough questions because we wanted information that nobody else knew and
Yeah.
that was unique.
Yeah.
it's something we don't want to share until you read the book, but it's a #1 hot new release on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
So we're
Now,
excited.
did you guys really get into it with the child molesting and all of that? or
That
did
was
you
one
steer
thing
clear?
I think we had to be
Steer
careful
clear.
about because the Jacksons, we didn't want
Yeah.
trouble with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to play it a little bit politically correct with that one, but other questions we were very frank about,
Yeah. I
like
feel.
how he died and so on.
Oh my God! And Robin Williams, same thing. So
Robin Williams, same thing. He was
Yes.
very forthcoming.
You know, we actually met Robin Williams.
I got to meet him once
in
too.
New
He
York.
was
Did you
so
really?
nice. Yeah. I
Out
worked,
here?
Actually, in Las Vegas, I worked for Comic Relief
oh,
for
yeah.
a part in time,
Oh,
and got
I
to
love
you know
Comic Relief.
meet him just in between sets and things like that and whatnot. But
How
it was
cool.
I only talked to him for 2 seconds. But he was delightful and nice and like.
He is. He was a lovely person. He is in death as well. I mean, because people don't really disappear. Energy just changes form.
Yeah.
And that's our belief, that the spirit doesn't die. The soul doesn't
Right.
die. It just changes form.
So what? Okay, so say I die right now. What do you?
Your mom's gonna be
believe-
rich.
My mom. Oh please. What happens? I mean, what in your opinion is it? Where do I go? And am I here? But I'm not here. How do you guys see that?
Well, we feel like, we go to the astral plane. Some people call it heaven or Summerland, but we feel like, you will go to the astral plane and it's a very beautiful place. It's actually more like home than here on Earth. It's more real. It's more colorful. You don't have to eat. So you have
better
time
go.
to do it. You don't have to sleep. You don't have to
Whoa.
sleep.
Ooh, let's
I
go.
know.
Oh my
But you can. You can create these through your thoughts. You can create any experience through just thought.
I had one medium who I've talked to before, and I trusted her and respect her. She put it in an interesting way because I was having trouble understanding. And she said, there. I said, well, what do you do on the other side? She said, well, it's similar to for example, if you're a doctor here, on the other side, you might be helping people with issues, and you might be helping them cross over. It's almost like you take what you did here, and you do it in a different way.
Yes.
Is it similar to that?
Well, yes, but a lot of people don't do the same things, and if they're not a singer, they might sing on the other side. So you might
Really?
do very different things.
Yeah, I mean, we've had hundreds of past lives, each of us. You have, and so have you, Jessie. So it's a lot of lives are informing your life here and over there. It's not like we just did one thing or had one past life, which I think is a big misunderstanding people
Yeah.
have. We believe
Right.
in reincarnation. We're practicing Buddhism for 30 years now. And we believe that you incarnate in so many different forms as male, female, fat, thin,
Animals?
black, white. And some believe, Hindus believe that animals do come back as people and vice versa. Some religions don't believe that. I think we more reincarnate as people over and over.
Is that? Do you also think? I believe that there's a chunk of souls that
Yeah.
stay with each other kind of throughout
Yeah.
different lifetimes to teach each other
I
lessons.
believe
and
that
things
too,
like
and
that.
they reincarnate together.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like we've all known each other in Egypt, for example.
Cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Let's build some pyramids.
Now, because I want to do a whole. I have so many questions about myself, but
Go
before
ahead.
I get to me,
They're like, we know.
I have a lot.
We know.
I have a lot of questions about. So you guys predicted 9/11.
That's
Yes.
right.
So I have some questions. So what are your thoughts on? And I'm a big conspiracy theorist. I love it. Every
Oh.
conspiracy
Oh.
theory.
Yeah.
is my
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Did you predict that while on the Tyra show? Is what I read because you love Tyra.
We predicted. Really? We were
I
on
love Tyra.
Tyra twice. We crashed her website both times.
What is she like?
Oh my God, she was actually pretty nice. Very, very stiff and
Really?
and very controlling.
She's a little
and-
intimidating.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very protective, like
A
self-protective.
little haughty.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
So it was
That was a
very
good impression.
intimidating.
The eyes.
And she sort of looks
Yeah.
at you with those witchy eyes, those green eyes, and you're sort of like,
I think we won her over, yeah. But we
She's-
didn't predict 9/11 on her show. We predicted it on Coast to Coast AM Art Bell show, which was the biggest paranormal radio show of its time.
in 1999.
Wow.
And it was November 1999. And we said in detail what would happen,
Yeah.
that there would be terror attacks on World Trade Center and commensurate with federal buildings in Washington, D.C., and so on. And people pretty much ignored it. We got the ignored award, they say, after it happened. Even after it happened. We
Wow.
weren't allowed to talk about it for 6 years after it happened on any TV or a radio show.
Really?
Wow.
No, we
They-
were muzzled, baby.
Really?
Muzzled. Oh,
Why?
yes. Because it goes against their agenda in media.
Yeah.
They want you to think
Yeah.
that psychics are all crazy wackos.
Right.
And we aren't. And they've told us, producers have told us, you're too credible.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you believe? So, do you think there was any inside of what was happening with?
We hear a
9/11?
lot of truthers, believe 9/11 was an inside job, yada, yada, yada. It could be. We actually don't subscribe to that belief, but we, we were the only psychics that predicted it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, what
So-
about other things like, okay, aliens? What are your
Yeah, we're
thoughts?
gonna go
Yes, we're
there.
already
What are your-
here, Shane.
What are your thoughts on aliens? Because I feel like there has to be, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
there has to be.
There's plenty of aliens. In fact, that would be good. Instead of plenty of fish, plenty of aliens, and we could date. That just give me an idea.
Okay.
But okay. I think yes, Shane. But as far as contacting us and
Yeah.
coming and saying we're here and this is
Yeah.
what we know.
We've been abducted. We've had astral abductions, not physical abductions, but when we were
Yeah.
young, and we had to go through a whole process to stop that process.
Okay. So
Really?
what does that mean? Because okay.
Well, astral abduction means that they would visit us as children and abduct us astrally so that, they could learn from us. And I dated a guy that actually went up in a ship, and he was so psychic. He predicted the San Francisco earthquake while I was with him in a car.
Yeah.
And, so we know lots of people that have had abduction experiences.
Oh, yeah.
But we were not physically abducted.
And people who've seen aliens. I've not had a UFO experience. I've had weird things. Have you ever actually
yeah.
seen a ship or?
I've seen okay, I guess I'll dive right into it.
Go ahead, baby.
So I have had a lot of intense, crazy experiences with spirits and aliens and all of that stuff.
Cool.
And I have been. This by the way, this is going to sound very crazy. Although I wrote about it in my book, so you guys already know.
Nothing sounds
Um,
crazy.
Okay, we
to
didn't
us.
we didn't get to read your book yet. I'm so
Oh no. So I have been astral projecting since I was really young.
Yeah,
in
like
my-
4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, in
Yes.
my dreams.
You were
Yes.
actually abducted, astrally abducted.
Oh,
I
wow.
knew it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
Okay.
excited.
When you
I-
were 2.
Okay. So what happened? Or
Well,
what do you feel?
I told Linda this before we left the house. I said, Shane, astral travels
Yes,
in
you
his
did.
dreams. He's a precog.
She
He
did.
predicts things in his dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're clairaudient. You hear, ever since you were a little kid, you hear spirit. That's
Yes.
clairaudient, right? So, okay.
Woohoo!
Okay, good. And then
Uh-huh.
you astral travel. And I said that, tell me.
You did.
I said that
You did. You
before I
said it
left
about
home.
3 hours ago. Yeah.
Now so I had been
Y'all
experiencing.
should team up. Start predicting things
Yeah.
together.
Oh,
We
good
should.
idea.
Cultivate on the road.
Cultivate his talent.
The last I remember very specific experiences of astral projecting. The day after my first grandma died, literally the day after, I had a dream, but it was so real. And I visited her, and she was her younger self, and we talked, and she was telling me, not to be scared and that she's always there. It was very real, more real than anything I've ever experienced. So that was the first one I really remember. And yeah, I've been doing that ever since, at least once a week, if not more.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
but sometimes there's scary experiences where I'll be doing it, and then there'll be something next to my body and something holding like this black figure like,
Yeah.
clawing down on me, and then it's like this weird experience where I can't get into my body, and it lasts for what feels like hours, and it's really, really scary. So that happened about a year ago. I had a really bad experience, so I went to a medium and talked to her about it, and she said that I have more spirits around me than she's seen in a long time, like 100,
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah.
And they're all trying to get into my body all the time.
Wow.
Which is a reason why I don't drink or do drugs or anything, really, because she
Good for
said
you.
yeah,
she
it
said that
leaves you too wide open.
wide open.
Really?
Yes, good
Yeah.
for you. You're protecting.
'cause
Do you
you get-
meditate, Shane?
You're inviting spirit
don't.
possession.
I
if
think
you do that.
meditation.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think meditation
serious.
can really help
to be
you, and
careful.
I want you to use white or gold light every day around yourself. Visualize it like a condom around your whole body.
Okay.
Okay, like white or gold light or whatever feels comfortable. Gold and silver are very protective.
Okay.
So I want you to check in and make sure that you're always in that bubble.
Okay.
Yeah, because what's with the house that was like you had 2 spirits in a house? It
Oh my
was 2
God.
male
No.
spirits.
Girl,
Oh my
Teresa,
God.
You were very
though.
young.
Oh
You were
my
very
God.
young.
Okay.
And it feels like there are some attaching spirits that you took on in that place. I want to say there's a male there's 2 males.
Okay.
But
Yes.
at the time, there were even more that were coming in because they were attracted to your light. It wasn't that you even knew them. Their energies were just drawn to you because they lived and died traumatically in that area.
But they're still there. They're still in the house.
They're still there.
They're not in a house where you are now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
They're in that house.
was this when I was younger, or was this?
This was when you were younger.
Okay.
Yes.
It feels younger. I feel like you still leave yourself a little open for spirit to come and sort of attach, which you can do spirit removal techniques and stuff. In fact, in our book Psychic Intelligence, we write about some of this stuff to protect yourself from all that. But you do leave yourself wide open if you don't understand protection, especially because you're so psychic. You're really like a sponge.
Yeah. I had about 4 years ago, I was living in this big house with my mom and my brother. And there I had my first real experience of, my grandma had died a few years before that. Me and her were extremely close. I had always felt her around me. And I was laying in bed and I wasn't asleep. I looked over at my closet and she was standing there. And it was terrifying.
Yeah, that is.
Wow.
Then when I ran out of the room, I couldn't move for a few minutes, but then I ran out of the room. My brother ran into me. My brother said, "I feel like Grandma's here," which was even scarier because
He felt it
I was
too.
like, "Well, you felt it too." My mom felt it from downstairs.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And when I went to the closet, I looked, and where she was standing was in the closet was hanging her old robe she used to wear every day. When she died, everybody took all her things. I just took her robe because I loved it, and she wore it every day, and it reminded me of her. So she was standing in front of it, and that's when I was just like, okay. And that house, anyways, had a lot going on. I felt like there was a lot of spirits there and a lot of bad ones. I was really depressed in that house, and suicidal, just really bad.
Wow.
Yeah, you took on some of their energy.
Yeah. So, can you feel my grandma? Is that something?
Absolutely.
Okay. So how does that
Who
work?
was it that had a heart problem or heart attack? Was that her or was that someone else?
A heart attack. Oh,
Heart
man.
problems, heart attack.
Oh man, in my family,
Yeah.
could have been all of them.
Right.
Not the healthiest bunch.
Ding, ding, ding.
It actually, you know what? It was her heart. It was.
It was her heart. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like she's coming in around you. She is always with you, Shane. She is just lovely, and
lovely
she's kind of acting like a protector for you.
Yeah.
Right,
Archangel Gabrielle is also around you. So call in the angels and archangels for your help.
Archangel.
For your protection. Yeah. Archangel Michael is very protective. So call him in. That'll help you. Be careful about investments. I feel like I want to warn you about, you're so trusting and open
Okay.
that I know, you want to protect your investments, and I want to caution you because I feel like, you're going to be too trusting of someone.
Too trusting.
So
Okay.
that came in as a warning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and your spirit guides, I have to say, they're urging you to stop drunk dialing Britney Spears.
Okay. I will.
Really
too
getting
much.
out of control.
I gotta stop.
I love you
gotta stop.
guys. You guys are amazing.
What do you? Okay. Another question I had about dogs. This is gonna sound even crazier, and I don't know if you guys believe in this, but dogs love me to a point where
Picked up on dogs.
even if dogs hate everybody else, they'll love me. I've never had any dog
Yeah.
not lick me and love me, whatever. And
Yes.
a medium told me I have a dog spirit with me, which I thought was
I
kind
can't
of funny.
believe it because I told Linda before we left home, I said, you're from the dog star Sirius.
What does that mean?
Well, Sirius is the dog star. It's a very, very evolved star system, like the Pleiades, but it's much more intelligent.
Yeah, it's
you
9
know.
light years away.
You're an old soul 6th level, so you may not even come back here to Earth.
Oh,
you
wow.
are
This is
really
it.
gonna kill it.
Last round.
Make it good. Careful those investments. Make it good.
And very charitable, very generous person.
Very.
And you were, was it a priest that we felt like?
priest. It felt
Energy?
like a past life. I want to say England in what they're saying is like 16th, 17th century. Yeah, you had a priestly life.
Is that why he's so sexually repressed now?
It's a problem.
That could be part of it.
What is, what is it's so bizarre. Like, this is actually kind of sad and too deep, but I'd have for the last couple of years, well, my whole life, but the last couple of years really have not been able to shake the feeling in the morning of just not wanting to get out of bed. Just like that depression.
Old
Very
soul.
common for old souls.
That's the old soul thing. We all feel that. You
Yeah,
know. Do
you're
you feel
just
like that,
tired.
Jesse?
You've been around.
Sometimes.
Yeah, because you're also
Sometimes.
an old soul. I really feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long
I
has she
feel
been
like
around?
I feel like I've been around, girl.
Well, you both have had more lives on Earth than we have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're old.
Yeah.
I love
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Old. But yeah.
But you bring in so much wisdom, and I mean, you're kind of like Zani. In Italian, there is the Commedia dell'arte. They had, this troops of performers that were very comedic, and they would go and play with people and like just mess with people in the streets. And the Zani were very light and playful and mischievous. And you both were, I feel, connected with the Zani, especially you, Past Life in Italy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's where my family's from.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow.
I mean, Jessie.
My grandparents. My
okay.
last name's Buttafuoco, but all my parents.
Oh,
my
how
father's
funny!
side.
Kept it vibing on Italy for you, especially like middle to southern Italy. But I really feel that you guys are you're very light, and you're here to kind of mess with people and shake up the way they think, shake up their belief systems, and just mess with them. Just because that's how you wake them up.
Any Sicilians in your family?
Through your
Yeah.
comedy.
Okay, there's a Sicilian connection.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like
got
there's
it.
a male coming through from Sicily.
Yes.
Feels a little bit mafia related, like a little
I plead
mafia.
the fifth on that. I plead the fifth on that. Not saying I come from a line of priests. That's all. Why'd you do that, Karen?
Now, what do you guys get feelings about? Okay, so I've been feeling, especially the last month, really overwhelmed about. I feel like there's a big earthquake coming, and I know everybody always says that, but I've really been feeling it. Every night when I go to sleep, I just get that anxiety, that feeling. I've been sleeping in full clothes,
Oh,
shoes.
you are so funny.
I'm ready to go.
Well, you were probably in diapers when we lived through the big one in California, and it literally, I couldn't get out of bed because it was a waterbed. I thought the whole house was going to collapse.
my
It was the
God.
scariest thing I've ever lived through. And you're right. We are going to have a big one. We predicted the big one last year in Napa that was like a 6.8 or whatever it was. And I feel like, definitely we're going to have one, but you're going to be okay.
It's not a matter of
You're gonna
if,
be okay.
It's a matter of when, because it really is likely to happen within, I would say within the next 5 to 10 years. But there's high likelihood of increased seismic activity over the next 2-3 years. So you're going to feel a lot of shaking going on here in California.
Okay.
I'm not seeing the big one necessarily happening this year. And up until now, for 20 years, we've been saying we're not seeing it this year, and thank God we've been right so far. But I would be prepared with the water
There's this
flashlights.
viral video going around that there's going to be a 9.8 in 2 days from now.
That's a crock.
And I'm like, has this guy ever predicted anything before, and what's his
No,
track record?
but
Don't believe it, guys. It's not going to happen.
He's a doom monger.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel anything about? I've had a lot of issues in the past 5 years about friends, and I always have a thing where I get these friends, and then they either use me or I care too much about them, and I'm helping them too much, and then it just always turns bad, and I lose the friends. And I feel like right now I have a good friend circle, but do you get any feelings about that?
Well,
Am I on the right track?
Shane, it's because you are so trusting and kind and open, and that is a sort of that happened to us all our lives.
Many times.
Same experience. Many friends that we've lost and trusted over the years and betrayed us. But I feel like you're going to get much better about choosing who to let in too close. There aren't too many people, even if it's like 2 or 3 people that you let in really close. But see, your whole life is like ours, a very, very open book.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everything about us and you.
Yeah.
So just be careful who you really let into your private circle.
Okay.
You're going to get very good at it.
Yeah,
you
don't
know.
trust too many people with the really private things that
Okay.
you feel, and don't be too willing to just take in anyone under your wing, because part of you wants to rescue the ones with the broken wings.
Yeah, you're a healer.
And that can lead to bad things. So I feel right now it's okay. There's one person that's a little bit needy and kind of taking too much of your energy. You got to draw boundaries, sweetie.
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
Jesse.
No, not at all.
Does it feel
It was
like-
interesting because I feel like I'm the opposite with that. Like I've been so closed off and so guarded, and like I feel like I'm just like a shell, and I'm like
Yeah,
getting
because you're
through.
sensitive.
But and I've been just like so not trusting that I'm working on the trusting. So I'm like, should I not trust people?
Yeah.
My
What
therapist is gonna
It's
be
a
really
balance.
upset with me.
Yeah,
It's a
what's-
balance.
Yeah, what's your feelings on Jessie as far as meeting at Miami?
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
let
trying to
me
open my
focus on
heart.
that.
My heart is very closed due to some
Yeah,
crazy
your
circumstances.
your taxi light's not on, as we say.
No,
Ooh.
but I did hail one successfully in New York when I was there.
An actual taxi.
That's hard to do.
I was in high-waisted bells and wedges. I was like,
You
taxi.
I want you to meditate and really bring a pink light into your heart and ask to really open your heart again and to trust again, because I think once you do that, feels like about a 9 to 10 month time frame. There is a nice guy coming in for you. But don't be too self-protective. Don't have that wall up too long. I want you to
been up forever.
don't give up on that. You are deserving. And I want you to do affirmations. I deserve love. I attract love now.
I do that.
Okay, then that's
getting
gonna
better at
that's
that.
gonna
Keep
work.
doing that and really decide to imprint or anchor a new, healthier belief about love and relationship.
That's exactly what I'm going through right now.
Okay.
Like that's my goals of this life is to, fuck everybody that made me think and be so closed off now and really just open it up and trust people, and I trust in myself enough that
Jessie, let me
I
just
know good
help
people.
you with that one, if I may coach you 1 second.
Yeah.
Say I forgive you. They helped you move forward to find that right person. So every horrible person and relationship that we go through really kind of pushes us into the next level of our destiny. So it's happening to help you. So just say, oh, thank you. You really helped me. And, forgive everyone that you need to forgive, because that will help also.
You co-created that experience for your own soul's growth, spiritual growth.
Now, I want to ask you guys a question about YouTube and just that whole world. But first, let me ask, do you guys have a YouTube channel?
Well, yeah, it's actually our web guy has one. It's Gimme the Ball, and we're probably the most viewed on YouTube, the most viewed psychics.
Because
we certainly don't have as many subscribers as you do.
Well,
Oh, my
my
God.
thought for you guys, as you were talking to Jessie, I was watching and I was so fascinated by it. I'm like, you know what you guys should do? Because everybody I've ever talked to, especially about telling people you're coming in, all of my friends, especially the YouTube friends, are like, "Oh my gosh, I want a reading, I want to talk, I want to talk." And I'm like, you know what you guys should do? You guys should do YouTuber readings.
Yes.
And put it on your channel, and
Good
those will get
idea.
millions of views.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of subscribers.
Because everybody
through
wants to
that,
know.
numbers.
What a
And-
great
You mean
idea.
where they call in and we're live?
No,
kind of a
Or
thing.
if they're
you
either
sit
way.
on a couch with a YouTuber. You maybe you have like your own studio and you have a bunch of YouTubers come in. You do it one by one and you put up those videos and you just
Right.
because that would be fascinating. I would watch that.
Really?
that all day.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Okay,
that's a great
Yeah.
idea.
I'll be
And
the
that would
first
boost all
guest.
of your numbers.
You would be. You would have to
I'm
be
ready.
the first
I love it.
guest.
Thank
Totally.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
Yes,
you.
both of you would
And
go
you
on.
ladies are just
Great
so
idea.
fierce and pleasant to look at. The world deserves to see you more often.
Thank you.
Now,
You too.
What are your
Nice.
thoughts? Do you get any feelings about? I don't want to be too greedy with the
Oh,
with the
go
reading.
ahead.
But do you get any thoughts about? I've been feeling a little overwhelmed with. I feel like I have so many plates spinning, and I remember
Yes,
when
you
my grandma
do.
was
A lot
trying
of balls
to.
in the air.
Yeah, when my grandma was trying to contact me a few years ago, her main thing was you need to pick one thing because you're going to burn out and just kill
Yes,
yourself. You're
yeah.
going to burn out.
Oh, you're so much like
Wow.
us that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But we
much.
always did everything like that, and
Totally.
I feel you're just incredibly successful for your age, but slow down. You're impatient. You're an impatient person, aren't you, Shane?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's-
that was something we were always dealing with as well. But you get more patient as you get older, and I think that you're just going to always be successful no matter what you do.
Okay.
You
I
will.
see a film, like a feature film.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
writing
that.
another book?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to come out within the next year and a half, I want to
Okay.
say.
Wow,
Maybe
how do you
2
have
years.
time?
Okay.
2017 is a very big year for you.
Really?
Yeah, it's 28,
Yeah.
29, something like that. Because I feel like 27, big year for you. There's all kinds of opportunities coming up. In 6-7 months, too, there's movement with a project that you're wanting,
Okay.
Yes.
that you're working on.
Okay.
Is there a TV
Kids
talk
TV?
show project that you're working on?
There kind of is. I haven't
You'd
really.
be perfect for TV.
Yeah, I tried to pitch a talk show a couple years ago and just didn't work. People didn't want a YouTuber on TV, which whatever. But
That's
it is.
dumb. They should put you
I
on.
know,
They're
I
stupid.
know.
But I think it's going to
Yeah.
come back around.
Okay.
In a
I do
few
too.
months. It feels like 3 to 4 months there's movement with that. Don't give up. We've always pitched talk shows too, and they
Yeah.
said the same thing.
Yeah,
It's like if you're not cut from the mold, network doesn't want
Yeah.
to talk to you.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you're getting close to something. You see, you're ahead of your time, and so were we, and that makes it frustrating because you have this vision, and you're like, why the hell doesn't anybody see it?
Yeah.
That is running the powers that be that are running the whole show, and the trouble is, they really do have a lot of fear of people like you and us because we're, anything can happen.
We're mavericky.
We're mavericky. Anything can happen. We say it like it is. You do that. It's very scary for them. They don't have control, and they're afraid of losing control. And so just keep doing what you're doing because it's brilliant. But know that it has to do with the higher ups because they have to get advertisers and they aren't all on board with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're very edgy and you're outside the box.
Do you feel anything? Do you guys ever get bad feelings and then you're too nervous to say anything?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
but
a lot of people will
we
ask,
say it.
will say, do you want to know when you're going to die? And they'll say, no, I don't want to know. Don't tell me anything bad. And so we won't. Like, we have to respect that.
So do you know when I'm going to die?
Yes.
Give me a ballpark.
No, I don't want to be. I was kidding. I don't want
Is
to be
it
all
soon? 'Cause-
arrogant about it. We don't
Is
play
it
God.
soon?
Well, I'm one of those
No.
people where I always think I'm going to be dead tomorrow. So
Me too. I do too. For some reason,
God,
I'm
you are
convinced
so funny.
that I'm
No.
convinced. Well,
Long
my
life.
grandmother passed away too soon, and I was very much like her, and I believe in some way I'm some sort of reincarnate. I do exactly what she does. I'm the same exact size as her. I tried on. She used to like sing opera and all that stuff. And I tried on one of her costumes that my great grandmother handmade, and it fit like a glove. And she passed away when my dad was 11, and I've always felt a connection kind of to her and towards her. And all
she
that
is with
stuff.
you because before we got here, I kept vibing on an opera singer.
Grandma.
I didn't know.
Shut
I
up.
didn't know
Yeah,
you were
me
going to be
too.
here. I've never met you, but you were too,
Yeah.
Terry.
Really?
We were both getting opera singer, and I didn't think it was connected with Shane.
But you're not reincarnated of
No.
her.
Okay.
You're not a reincarnation.
That's
but
why I thought I was going to die soon because
No,
I
but
was
you-
going to live out the
no.
rest of her life.
No, you
No,
guys
no.
both have long
Long
lives. But
life.
I was always like that. I always thought, I was going to get shot in the head because I guess
My
because
mom
we
got
saw
shot in the head. Did
Kennedy,
you know
she-
that?
Oh,
I was like, girl, is that why you picked up on that?
It may have been. It might have been.
Coincidence? I think not.
That's how spirit works.
Whoa.
That's how spirit
But yeah,
works.
that's definitely my grandma. And when I go under
Sorry.
street lights, they
Yeah.
go out.
I am
and
so sorry.
That's
okay.
because you have
Life,
a
it's life.
high
but
electromagnetic.
she's coming in,
Well, my
She
mom's
totally
still alive.
I mean, your grandma.
Your grandma.
yeah, she is.
Yeah, you have a
Because
high
I say
electric-
shout out to her every time that light goes off. I'm like, hey, girl.
It happens to us too, and I bet
Wow.
you set off fire alarms in stores and hotels.
We do.
I guess. yeah.
You're gonna
that
start
does happen. I
notice-
never even
Yeah,
all I
It's
knew
not
was
a
the light
coincidence.
thing.
I feel
but
like you could be a medium, Jessie. Like you could do mediumship. Did you ever think about that?
I've never thought about it like in the deep dark, but it frightens me.
Yeah.
And I think when I was really experiencing it a lot, I told it to go away because I was afraid of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was. But
Right,
I also
right,
thought
of
I just
course.
smoked too much pot.
Well, that'll
was, like,
block.
getting a
That
little-
might block your gift. That's what we say. Be careful about drinking and smoking too much if you want to really develop the psychic gift, because it brings a veil in sometimes or a curtain that blocks you from your higher self. So.
But I've definitely seen ghosts before and things like that.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
you're
feel
very
it.
clairvoyant, and you could be a medium. But see, read our second book, Psychic Intelligence, because that helps you overcome your fear and develop your gifts.
Is there any? I've been feeling in my apartment, especially this last year. There's something dark.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. Do you
Okay,
feel
let me
that?
see. Well, there is one spirit. You can burn salt. It's just table salt. You can burn it and go from room to room. It'll change the electromagnetic energy of the room. And also you can do prayers and you can send it into the light. Say, go into the light. You're lost. And then say, God, the spirit no longer has an earthly connection. That's what we do. We get ghosts all the time.
All
They,
the
they
time.
put their handprints all over the walls
Oh,
and
they
towels.
stomp on the roof so loud
Really?
and clank the
Loud.
pipes. And we do prayers and it goes away.
Loud.
But it's just annoying after a
Constant.
while.
But they come to you for
They
help
s-
to cross
yes.
over.
They
Yes.
even paint
Right,
things on
Jessie.
our walls. I swear.
Whoa.
They'll take our makeup and paint it on the walls when we're not home.
That would frighten me so bad.
It
We're
used
sorta
to.
used
If I
to
was
it.
alone, forget about it. I
Yeah.
would be freaked out.
So the spirit in my place isn't gonna hurt me, but
No.
there is something.
no,
right?
they're not going to hurt you,
but you can
sweetie.
you can get rid of it. I mean, there's ways of purging your apartment, your living space, and again, our book could help. Psychic intelligence, but I think you just need to learn tools, for how to protect yourself more and not maybe be so open, like we said.
Yeah.
By the way, who has a Richard or Rose connected?
I got Rose.
With them?
I
You
got the name Rose.
Okay, there's a Rose. It could be grandmother or connected with grandmother.
What's the significance? Does
Rose.
Rose have a significance?
Or Rosemary. There, it kept coming in.
Also
and I
got a
had to-
Bill or William. Who's Bill or
I
William?
got Bill or William. I was just writing
Whoa.
Bill or William. Okay, could be now. It could be
Doesn't
someone
have,
living.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be somebody dead.
Rose or Rosemary, Bill or
Yeah, write it down,
it
and it
down,
could have
yeah.
significance in the future. There's a Michael connected with you. It feels living.
Oh, connected with me?
Yeah, with one of you guys.
Okay.
Okay,
Well-
there's a Mike or
Living
Michael.
Michael.
Who's that?
He's one of my good friends, and
Okay.
I make a lot of videos with
Oh,
him,
okay.
short films and stuff.
Awesome. Okay.
Is that a good connection?
Yeah, very, very. He's really bright, very special person.
Okay.
Get a good
okay,
vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we had to take a quick little break because our microphones blew up, and you guys were saying you think it's because of all the energy in
We
here.
blew it out. We always do this. We did it the last radio show we
Yeah.
did.
Really?
Susan
And every time,
Pinsky's.
every time.
We blew out their circuits.
Yeah. It's because of the powerful energy here. You know, you're all so powerful. And working with us, it's going to blow the circuits, you guys.
Yeah.
Let's do
I like
this.
that.
It's a good thing.
Now, while we were taking a break,
We made
you
some
said
connections.
Michael, which I automatically thought was my friend. But then during the break, I was telling you guys kind of a personal story about I had a relative that killed themselves, and I felt their energy my whole life, and I can't shake it, and I always feel like they're there. And then you guys asked me, was his name Michael? And I said, oh my God, yes. And my mom in the other room said, Shane, I knew it right away. Right when she said Michael, I felt it.
Is
I
that
was
what
like,
your
oh my
mom
God.
said?
That was
Yeah.
Uncle
It
Mike.
was Uncle Mike coming in.
He's coming in.
Yeah, he's coming in.
Yes.
He's saying, I love you so much. I love you and Teresa so much. And he's saying, I'm really sorry I did that. I'm so sorry that I took my life.
He was severely depressed.
He's saying, I felt I had no way out. No way out. But he's at peace now, and he's coming in like an angel for you.
Wow.
And that's why his name kept coming in.
Yeah.
We get living and deceased spirits that come in, the names come in, but there's always a reason, and I know.
And Jessie, you were talking about
Yeah.
Willie.
Yeah, you mentioned like Bill or William, and I have a grandmother, Willie Mae. We called her Billy.
Willie Mae or
Okay.
Billy.
Yeah.
That's her.
And she
That's
would always be like, "Excuse me,
her.
darling, you're standing in my light." Like
Oh.
cooking and smelling like broccoli all the
That's the
time.
Willie or Bill.
Wow.
Yeah, she's funny. She was
And I
funny. You
feel
got
like
a lot of your
Rose-
humor from her.
I feel like the Rosemary was my great grandmother.
I think it
Yeah.
was. I bet you anything if you go to ancestry.com, you're going to
And
be emailing us.
She committed suicide.
Oh
Well,
my
okay. Hello.
gosh.
See, funny, the suicides are coming in,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's a collective karma, like you asked before, Jessie. You said, I feel groups of people come in. Well, sometimes they come in sort of as family and friends because they have a collective issue like alcoholism, addiction.
Was there a Maria or Margaret in your family?
Could have been Mary. But
Mary, Maggie. I know. I
There's
have
a
to double
Maria
check.
coming in.
There's a Maria coming in. Marie.
Yeah.
I feel like that was definitely an ancestor of something.
I feel that for you.
yeah, Dan or David too. I'm sorry, we could go on forever.
Damn,
But
David.
No,
yeah.
keep going. I
I'm
love
like, who
this.
are
Really?
Keep going.
Okay, I didn't know if it was getting boring.
Well, do you feel anything else around me?
Anything else?
Any other person?
Yeah. Let me see.
I love this.
Definitely. Did you have a grandfather who passed?
I did.
Okay, he's coming in around you with a lot of love. I feel somebody had like lungs, emphysema, lung cancer problems. Was that-
Yes.
My grandfather
Yes.
My
did.
grandpa, yeah.
Yes,
Really?
he did.
Both?
I
He's
never
the
met
one.
him, though.
both of you then.
Both
Interesting.
you too, Jessie.
Mm-hmm.
Well-
yeah, I think lung cancer from the warships from
Okay.
asbestos.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh my gosh.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's the only dead body I've ever seen.
You guys can't see, but they're moving their hands.
Yeah,
in a
we're moving
circle.
our hands because we have a whole
love
shorthand system of when we do radio and TV.
I love
We
it.
have notebooks that we work with
Okay.
that we sort of invented.
Kind of
this
looks like
process.
an eye test at some of
Yeah.
them.
An
You know,
eye?
like me with the letters
yeah,
and
it
like
is kind of. Yeah.
That is a rock. I keep picking up past lives on you, Shane.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know,
Tell us.
tons
them
of them. Like,
all.
oh my God,
What
so
did you
many. I
do?
got architect. I got
I got
painter.
architect. I just got architect.
You
Oh.
were a ballerina in France.
I'll take it.
I'll take
I would want to be one of those.
it. Was it really?
I forgot all the skills. I have none of it.
No, you're right on point, baby.
It was in the 17th century in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were Natasha Sweat-a-Lotta, I think.
Ooh.
Sweat a lot.
I feel a YouTube video coming
Yeah.
up.
There you go.
Oh no,
Yeah, no, you
That's
were a
funny.
prima
But
ballerina.
I did too, dancer. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Another one, gosh, I really feel that you were, I keep getting monk in India. I don't know
Okay.
why. It just comes in real strongly. I even mentioned that to you before.
And you said something earlier about a priest.
Priestly life.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was another life too. Yeah.
Yeah, you many lives. You've been a mother. You've been a
Yeah.
mother, Shane.
Oh.
And you knew that, right?
I
You had
feel-
a lot of children in one of those lives.
Yeah, I definitely feel, it's really weird how connected I am to granted I play a woman a lot in my videos, but I definitely feel very, very
Okay.
womanly. That it's like a thing that I have
Yeah.
trouble feeling like a man all the time because my inner thoughts are very like motherly
Nothing wrong
and
with that.
womanly.
You've been a woman in 70% of your past lives.
Whoa.
That's why.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. It's funny because I always felt more like a guy, even
Me
though.
too.
You too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Jesse?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, I feel like I'm very dude. I like make fun of this guy. I'm like, you're so sensitive. You're such a chick sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But guys like that in a way. They
Well,
like that you're strong. And
maybe in 6 to 8 months if y'all are right.
Is the
Yeah,
guy
9 to 10 months.
is the guy
Don't rush
guy
it.
is the guy already in her life or is it somebody she doesn't
No.
know
I
yet?
don't think you know him.
No, I'm sorry to
I
say.
don't.
No, I put everyone in friend zone. They're not coming back out.
Yeah,
gotta
but
be a
I'm
fresh
getting like a
face.
J name coming in, like the guy that's coming in. I get a J name.
Okay.
And let him really prove that he loves you, and let him give to you, and because you tend to be more masculine, you said. So I feel like I want you to let him be the masculine one and
Cherish
give to you.
Yeah, take care of you, nurture you.
Working on
So
that.
be open to receiving
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
more than trying to plan everything and be the one to call. Don't
That's
do
it.
that
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, just let it go. And that's what I'm trying to
Well, that was my next
universe
question.
rotates
Yeah.
no matter what.
You're
Whether
gonna
I'm in
meet
control
somebody
of it or
really
not,
great.
you know?
You're gonna
That's
meet a great
right.
guy.
Okay, cool. No kids though, right? I don't want any of those.
No,
Thank
no,
God.
I don't either.
He doesn't have
No.
kids. He doesn't have kids.
But I'm not gonna have any.
I don't want to say never because people
That's
change.
all she needed to say, girl, because I'm
you
not
know.
trying to have it.
Never say never.
That's
You know,
it.
that
Maybe
was
an alien baby.
Ooh, hey, girl.
that was my
Beam
next
me up.
question with me and Jess both have really bad childhoods and I feel like that's
Yeah.
something we both haven't really been able to just cut off.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't feel like you have to cut it off. That's just something that informs who you are. It's shaped who you are.
Right.
Really thank the universe for those experiences because that's why you have so many gifts and abilities and such an intense connection and empathy for people. It taught you compassion.
Yeah.
It gave you so many gifts. It taught you forgiveness.
Yeah.
And you're just amazing. You keep going forward, even though feeling those feelings. We had some abuse too, quite a bit in our childhood. Just use it as fuel to make yourself stronger and better.
Yeah. And I feel like I've done that, but in a way that's false. Does that make any sense? Like because of it, I'm fine. I'm perfect. I've minimalized who I am. Yes, it shaped me and it made me who I am, and I'm fierce and I'm fabulous and all that stuff. But I feel like it also, because of the severity of it, I put on a very good front.
Oh, yeah.
But now I'm starting to see the light within inside
You need
of
to
who I
fe-
am.
yeah.
You know?
It helps to feel the feelings too. Don't try to just cut them off like you said, Shane.
Yeah.
Cut
Right.
it off. No, feel the feelings.
Self-medicate.
Yeah.
Go in and grieve and
Yeah.
mourn that. Feel it.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of what's going to come up
Yeah.
because that'll make you feel more fully alive. Otherwise, it'll come out as a sickness in some physical
Right.
way or
Yeah.
mental way.
I
Right.
created a character. I mean, Shane Dawson isn't even my real name. I created this
I
person.
love that name.
Thank you.
It's a great name.
I created this character,
Wow.
this person,
Got it.
because I'm not confident and I'm very, very, I'm kind of just sad all the time. So I created this
me
happy, fun
too.
character, but because of that, it's been hard to figure out who I really am.
Yeah.
Away from the YouTube guy.
Yeah.
and
Wow.
whatever
Oh,
that
that is so me that you just
That's
described me,
Terry-
but you're
Terry,
so
yeah.
so young, and I feel like that's going to evolve. And instead of trying to figure it out and strategize who you are, just allow your true self to kind of come forth and to flow out of you, because everything that you do is an aspect of who you are. We have many, many aspects and many personalities and many sides to who we are.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you have to figure it out. You're just very real, and I want you to take time for yourself, because that's where it comes from, taking that downtime.
Yeah, because you also have an introverted side and an extroverted side, and I think part of your life work is learning how to balance those two things and allowing yourself time to recharge and sleep and nurture yourself. You tend to go till you burn out.
Yeah.
So just know that that's a part of yourself that you just have to love too. Love that wounding, and that you too, Jessie, love the wounding that happened and really embrace it, and don't try to amputate it. Like, oh,
Right.
I can't acknowledge that anymore.
And
but
don't be afraid of it. Don't be ashamed of it.
Don't be
embarrassed. I
to
did
be
that a
ashamed.
lot.
You're
know?
a survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a survivor. Not gonna give up.
Sing it,
right.
baby.
Well, speaking of
That's right.
survivors, usually,
I don't know my past
usually,
lives.
We'll have to do that another time.
usually we call my mom at the end of the show and we have
Yes.
her, ask her the last question. But I had to bring her in because I thought she is so
Oh,
into this
bring her,
and
baby.
so
Absolutely.
connected.
Come
So
on
we are
in,
going to
Mom.
bring in my mom.
Come on, Mom.
And she is going to get her own little reading. And I am very curious because she has so much I feel around her.
Hi,
Yeah.
Mom.
Hi.
Hello.
So we're just, Mom, come
Are you
sit
gonna sit?
over here.
Oh, and your mom is
Get
so
up on that
pretty.
piano,
She looks so
Yeah.
pretty.
Aw.
Wow. Did
So,
you do
Mom-
your hair? It looks lovely.
So, Mom, when you talk, just talk into the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds great, T. Work queen. You ladies are
I
awesome.
have to. Can everybody hear me?
Jessie.
I have to
Yeah.
say really fast. I was sitting out there, and all of a sudden, I felt my father, and the
that right?
next second, one of you brought up my father.
Oh, my gosh.
He was lung cancer, right?
Yes, and my mother had congestive heart failure.
There it
Uh-huh.
is. That's
And,
the
your-
grandmother.
Your parents then are here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Oh,
much
that was,
so.
Oh, they love you so much.
Boy, that just really. And then I have to share with you that the Michael. I don't want to cry, and Shane knows I'm a crier.
Yes.
I'm surprised you haven't started crying
yeah.
yet, to be
I'm-
honest.
I'm a
Okay.
crier.
Okay to cry here.
Michael and I were very close.
Okay.
And he took his life.
Oh.
And
So sorry.
so when you started to talk about Michael, and then that Michael wants me to know he's okay. I mean, I was out there crying.
Oh.
Were you? Bless your heart.
I'm glad you were
Teresa.
able to hear
'Cause that
that.
He loves you so much. He's so very
Oh.
sorry that he did that. He's saying, yeah, we'll see each other again, not real soon because you've got a long life. But he's saying, just appreciate your life while you have it, because the human body's like real estate. It's hard to get. It's hard to get really good real estate, and the human body is precious. So don't take it for granted, because he's saying I did, but it was my only way out.
Was he depressed?
Extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really feel that from him. It wasn't manic depression. It wasn't ups and downs. It felt like it was down, you know.
I was it was my ex-husband's sister's husband, and the divorce kind of separated our family. So him and I had lost touch, and I didn't really know what was happening.
Yes.
But from what I gather, there was severe depression.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you have a question for us about someone else?
If I could ask you a
Sure.
question,
Okay.
She came with documents, everybody.
Oh,
That's
okay.
She
we
brought
like
pictures,
that.
by the
She's a
way.
portfolio.
We're very visual.
Okay.
this is my mother, and I'll read the back because I'm nervous, and it'll be
Go ahead.
perfect. On April 13th, 2012, I wrote on the back of this, and I said, "Dear Mom, when you were staying at my house and I was taking care of you because you were very sick, you saw a vision of me and a man sitting at a kitchen table." Oh, here comes the cry.
It's okay. Cry.
You told me that God had someone for me, and just believe. Mama, I do believe, and I'm very excited for God to bring me the man sitting at the kitchen table. And that was 5 years ago. And I kind of, due to my marriage and a lot of things that happened, I've been single 17 years. And I've kind of pushed myself away from men. And over the past couple months, it's almost as if this urgency, almost like, this is it, start praying.
Yeah.
This is it, start getting ready.
Right,
And I
right.
guess what I'd like to ask you is, I really believe something is coming.
I do too.
But then I get real afraid.
Mhm.
And I don't want to be afraid anymore.
Well, I feel like anyone would be skittish with the kind of experience that you had gone through before. And I feel that you are feeling more deserving, and you're stepping into a place of more receivership. So I do see someone coming for you.
Yes.
And I want you to believe that you are so beautiful and youthful, and
Lovely.
there's so much to offer, such a great heart. And I do see somebody coming within, I want to say 2 years, but it could be a little bit sooner than
I
that.
saw 2 years as well, within 2 years. And it's an older man, very kind. And he's been
Older.
through a lot too. He has really suffered in his way too. Was married, I believe, and painful loss in his life. I feel that you are going to find each other, but you need to take more risks, Teresa. Get out there and meet men.
Get social.
Because men love you. They are so drawn to you, and you have so many lovely qualities. Let them love you. Be open to receiving love and sharing that great gift that you have of your humor and your kindness with men. I think you're just afraid of being hurt again.
Thank you.
Getting the name Stephen too, so it could be first, second, or part of a last name.
I was picking up on a Steve, and I feel like this man, he has a real a nice balance of masculine, feminine energy. He loves the outdoors. He loves animals.
Animals. I was just gonna say that.
I have 5
And-
animals.
Oh my God! You better
You're
love
an
animals.
animal. Do you have dogs?
3 dogs, 2 cats.
Okay, because I was picking up on dogs so strongly
lot.
around you, and
Wow.
and you're like a dog whisperer. You're an animal whisperer. There's a cat as well.
Oh my gosh, that's so true because my mom can literally talk to dogs. And one time I walked into a room and I heard her talking and I thought she was on the phone. I looked, she was just talking to the dogs.
That's so cute.
I love it.
Oh.
I love it. And you're just gonna. I think this relationship is really gonna heal you, and you're gonna heal him. It's a gift you're giving each other.
Okay, so thoughts on I've tried to do online dating for my mom. I've set her up on every website. And
Have you?
Tinder just came out, so maybe I'll try Tinder. So do you feel like it's something she should look for online, or do you feel like I should stay out of it and it's something she needs to go to
How
different grocery
sweet of
stores?
you.
Oh, I think that is so
that
sweet.
I met some of the worst guys in my life in grocery stores, so forget that.
But I don't feel it's through social media. Like I don't feel like it's through a dating website that you're going to meet him. Although I think it's lovely that you've done that.
It's good
Shane.
practice.
It's good practice. I
Amen.
feel like you're going to date a bunch of guys. Like just be friends with guys and just have fun and get out there. That's what it's all about, and just loving your life.
Well, I just started. It's almost 2 months now. I've been
Okay,
going
good.
to a group at church.
Wonderful.
Men, women.
Perfect.
And
I like
that was
that.
like a first step for me.
because you're very
It's a
spiritual.
big step.
So,
It has to be a spiritual.
and
guy.
I'd like to ask you about that too, because
Yes.
Shane knows. Because sometimes I'll say, Shane, I know there's something different about me, and I can't change it, Shane. Like my thoughts of God and
Why do you want to change it?
I think because sometimes people might think I'm crazy, and I'm curious if you see something on me.
What do you mean crazy? Like for what reason?
Because
Because you're.
I think about God so much. I mean, Shane, you explain
See,
me.
that's not crazy. I mean, there's millions of people that are like that.
And I think it's probably where I got it from. She has, she can talk to God. She feels very connected.
That's
She's,
great.
And it's,
Beautiful.
and I don't think there's anything weird about it. I mean,
Not at all.
no, and it's just not like you're not like a judgy Christian person. You just have like a strong connection to God. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I agree with Shane.
In 15th century, what am I getting here? I'm getting Ireland. You were a nun.
You
Hey,
really
girl.
were. Yes.
I really believe, and I'm seeing a small convent, but it's on a hill, and it's really a beautiful location. You were totally devoted to God
Oh my God.
in that life, and this is kind of a resonance. You connect.
That's so
Yeah.
interesting that both of you have that like monk.
Yes, it is.
Nun.
But see, that's the
priesthood
collective
thing.
karma we
And
were
you can
talking
see
about.
it in them,
Yeah,
can't you, Jessie?
I can.
Look at them. I mean,
family, yeah.
angelic.
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
both angelic beings.
very connected to Mother
Yeah.
Mary energy.
Yeah, no surprise. I mean, I just think you both really carry a lot of light and healing wherever you go.
All I got was gangsters and clowns.
No, mom brought a picture. This is funny. I can't believe you have this. She brought a picture of the house that we felt was, by the way, this is the most haunted looking house you've ever seen in your life. Like the windows look like a mouth. It's so scary. But this is the house where we felt the most. The medium even said that there was in my closet almost like a portal, almost like something where all the spirits were coming through in my bedroom.
Was it very cold in your room sometimes?
Yeah.
Colder than other places?
Oh, I kept it like 60.
Yeah.
So
And the
this is the
spirits
house.
being there made it even colder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's a lovely home.
It
But
is.
there were two spirits there that were very dark, I feel.
Yeah.
And I think they're still there, by the way, in that house.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
one
Yeah.
died tragically. I feel it was a car accident.
Okay.
Did you happen to know about an accident that had happened in that area before you were born?
No.
Okay, because if sometimes you go back and you find out who. I don't think he owned the house though. I think it was in that area.
No.
Okay.
No.
Or lived there. He was about 35.
Okay.
But yeah, they're saying they're not still attached to you. They're not still with you. I think they're haunting the people that live there, though,
Oh my God.
because they will stay. Sometimes they'll follow the owners if they leave. You know, they'll ghosts will follow.
One time we were shopping
Them
in
to wherever.
IKEA, and a couple approached us, and they recognized us from Tyra. And I said, well, why do I feel like there was a murder in your house? And they said, oh, my God. We found a body in the wall. I am not
No.
kidding you. In
No.
IKEA.
Oh yeah,
IKEA.
Just a meet and greet.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
There's a dead body in your.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I
Well,
know.
It was freaky.
well,
Crazy.
you know, in this house, the garage, I had turned it into a bedroom because, you know, I saw my dead grandma in the closet. I was so scared to sleep there that I started sleeping in the garage. I converted it into an office with a couch, and I literally lived in there for maybe 6 months, and it was the most depressed I'd ever been. I felt like there was some dark suicide, something in that garage that I couldn't get rid of. And then when I moved, I felt better. Did you,
Yes.
do you feel anything in the garage?
I don't think anybody did kill themselves or were murdered in that house or garage. No, but they were just very depressed, people.
Another thing is there are some Indian burial grounds in that area.
Really?
Yeah, and I bet you if you
Yes.
look it up somewhere, you'll
Yes.
find there's some energy that's hanging around there.
Oh, I know what a past life I wanted to talk to Shane about real quick. That you were a king in Germany. As trite as that sounds, it's true.
Was he
That
Hitler?
does sound- okay. Hello.
Oh my God, maybe.
Were you Hitler?
Oh,
In your
not
past
Hitler.
life?
No, not Hitler.
No.
This was like the 14th century.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Right.
Yeah, it could have been like emperor back
Interesting.
then. I don't know, but it was a king, emperor. in essence,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was I
Yeah,
ever
leader.
a murderer?
Let me
That's a good
ask. Let me
question.
ask. No, but you've been
'Cause I'm
in
obsessed.
battle. You've been in
Okay.
battle.
Because I'm
and you've
obsessed
died.
with death and blood, and
died
it
in
No, but
never
you've
makes me sick.
been murdered.
Obsessed with death and blood.
He is.
Yeah.
He's like,
You have been
Next level.
murdered.
I
You've been
have.
killed in war, and you were murdered in a past life. Oh, this is fun. 11th century.
Okay.
whoa.
Yeah, it was a European life.
Okay.
And you were killed at an early age.
Where was it?
It was in Europe somewhere. Can you get a hit?
Okay. Where you were.
This is so cool. I
Okay,
love
what
this.
I'm getting
Oh
is
my gosh, Romania.
yeah, it does feel like around that area. I was getting Germany, Romania.
You
area.
were a female. In
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
life.
funny you would get that.
Romania. Any connection?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know.
What's the
Maybe.
What's the connection to Sweden?
I'm
for you?
I'm Swedish, right?
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What's
My real last
what's
name
your real
is
Swedish name?
Ja, which I
Ja.
guess is Swedish.
Ja,
J-
J.T. Holmström. Ja. Got the cows in the bar.
Whoa.
Milk and the cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was murdered in Sweden. Is that what you said?
No, but there was a
No.
there's a connection.
Romania,
for
you were
you
murdered.
in
Oh,
Sweden.
okay.
Yeah.
Was I ever murdered?
That's like
Were you? In,
you? No,
Or did
no,
I
you
murder
weren't.
anybody?
No.
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 No,
You
I
were
don't
you
think
were
I would.
not in the mafia. I want to clarify.
No, I'm not. I would not do what my grandparents did.
But you were a soldier in a past life, and you saw
Cool.
battle. You did see battle.
Mm.
Yeah, funny. You were a male in more lives than female. Shane was
Hey.
70% female. You were a male in 65%.
Yeah, I got that.
I knew you were going to get
Really?
that.
Very
Yeah,
balanced.
more male than female lives.
Whoa.
Bruce Jenner, probably a mix of both. You know, 50-50.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, because that's part of the reason.
What are your thoughts on the
Whoa.
transgender? Do you think
Yeah.
it's? I know doctors are trying to figure out chemically. Do you think it has something to do with past lives and has something to do with?
Sure. I mean,
Oh,
I
absolutely.
really try to embrace what it's about and try to understand it, because I find we have friends that are transgender, many friends who are, and transsexual, transvestites, every type of, we used to work with a whole troupe of drag queens, and people used to place bets and look down our dresses because they swore we were men in drag. Look at our pictures, guys, you'll see. But no, we absolutely embrace it, and I think it must be an extreme suffering, Shane.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, but there's a reason the spirit feels trapped. There's a reason, and there are teachers on the planet for more acceptance. And Bruce is a high teacher for people to embrace that.
I agree.
It is a confusion. Not everybody wants to go full trans, but I think he is teaching and helping a lot
Takes
of
a
people
lot of courage.
to embrace that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And understand it, bring more understanding.
Absolutely.
It's a
Well,
great
guys,
thing.
this has been the most.
Yeah.
This has been my favorite podcast ever.
Yeah, it's for real.
This is so amazing.
Y'all want to come back every
Oh my,
week?
please!
Holla.
This is amazing.
Holla.
Now let's
Did we
plug.
quote you?
Let's plug everything.
You're
Okay.
just lovely
The new-
women.
Yes.
You are. You're
Both.
delightful. You're just beautiful inside and out. You can like pick up on it.
Bless you.
You are.
Thank you.
You are
so
too. You're
much.
beautiful.
So the
We'd
new
love to come
book,
back.
And funny.
Die Too
Right?
Young.
Hey, girl.
Died Too Young.
It is available everywhere. Amazon.
It's available
Yes.
in
Smashwords.com. You can
e-version.
download it on any device right now. It's digital, but everybody's getting it on Kindle now. So
Okay.
We'll eventually do audio version, but
Yes,
it's
okay.
it's really exciting to have it come out now, and we're doing a radio and TV tour.
Okay, good.
So we're just delighted to have been a part of your show.
you're
and
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
We
for
love you
honoring
guys.
us.
Now, what's your
Thanks for coming
Twitters?
on.
okay, we're Twitter, and it's /Psychic Twins, all no spaces, Psychic Twins, and our Facebook is The Psychic Twins. Although that one, for some reason, it's a little harder to find. But
Okay.
we have a lot of followers on our Facebook pages. We have a bunch of fan groups too on Facebook.
But psychictwins.com is our website, and
Yeah.
you can go there, learn a lot, see videos of us, and go to YouTube and just put in Psychic Twins. You'll see like 50 different videos of us doing The View, Good Morning America, that kind of stuff.
Okay, and I'm serious about we need to talk more about doing YouTuber readings because that would get millions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
of
I
views.
would
really
love
would.
to. Let's
Thank
dialogue
you.
about
Let's talk
that,
about
Shane.
it.
Great
Nobody take that
idea.
idea either.
Nobody take that idea.
No.
Oh,
They've
they
taken
steal
everything else.
everything.
All right, Mom. Mom, before we go, do you have any final questions?
Go for it, Mom.
Yeah,
You know you want to.
no, is there a reason? There was a period there that I was going to school and I sort of immersed myself in math, and I didn't think about anything but math, and then I just kind of crashed. But there's been a period where I've been kind of very anxious, and it's not really quite like me. But at the same time, I'm almost felt like it's something to kind of get me to stop and maybe do some healing. I've always just been, I don't know. So I was curious.
You mean you want to do healing on others?
No, I almost
okay.
feel like the anxiety rather than an infirmity. I almost wondered if it was just a gift periodically to get me to stop
Yes.
and to heal.
You answered your own
And
question.
that's why I wanted to know.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, I agree. I think sometimes anxiety, depression, they come up as to prod us, to move us forward and inspire us to take action, or even get some help in counseling, talk therapy.
That's what I've been doing.
And
Well,
that's
also,
going to help.
have you heard of the ascension process, Teresa?
I have not.
Well, look it up, because the ascension, and we talk about this in our books too, but it's a process where we're all becoming more crystalline, and the nervousness and anxiety and depression and sadness, those are all part of the ascension process. So it's not like something's wrong with you, or you're weird, or if you're feeling all these things, you might hear ringing in the ears, you might get headaches, you might feel pressure in your head, you might have back pain or all over pain.
Dizziness,
We
all
have them
that.
all. We have them all. If you feel anxious, it could be just the ascension process, or it also could be people around you that you're an empath, so
Picking
you're
up on.
feeling anxiety from other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to protect your energy as well.
Wow. Well, thank you. This has been amazing.
You're
Thank you,
magical.
guys.
We love you
It's
guys.
amazing. Please
Thank
come
you.
back.
We'd love to. Thank you.
Y'all got an extra bedroom in your house?
I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing too. I'm vibrating.
right,
Yes,
you
we
guys.
do. Yes,
You
we
guys
do,
are-
Jessie. Move in with
I'm moving
us.
in, y'all.
Oh, we could use you, honestly.
Oh, let me tell you. You guys are so fun.
You guys are
Okay.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you
Thank
guys enjoyed listening to us.
We
We
did.
enjoyed
Such.
with you. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
Yay.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the show. Before we go, I just want to give one more shout out to our sponsor today, which was Graze.com, the company that delivers amazing, nutritious snacks to your door once a month, perfectly portioned out. No GMOs, no artificial flavors, no trans fats. Really good, really healthy, really tasty. They have over 100 different types of snacks that you can choose from. So if you go to Graze.com and put in the offer code Shane, you get a free box of 4 different awesome snacks. So you should do that because, come on, everybody loves free food. All right, you guys, hope you enjoyed the show. Go to Graze.com, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.